Hi guys, Antonio here again with some more of The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill and 16 lessons. Today we're going to talk about lesson 7, enthusiasm. Great definition for enthusiasm here. Enthusiasm is a state of mind that inspires and arouses one to put action into the task at hand. It does more than this. It is contagious and vitally affects everyone who is in contact. So, to play off the definition there, have you ever been around someone who's very enthusiastic? No matter what happens, you automatically start feeling a little bit better on the inside. Their energy almost vibrates out and affects you on the inside, and you have to cheer up. You have to be in a better mood because you're around them. Normally, the person who you're interacting with, if they're in a really good mood or if they're in a really bad mood, then the person who is in the more elevated or depressed state will win and will make the other person nearby become more happy or sad based off based off of their based off of how happy or how sad they are. So that's a key thing to realize, is you can make anyone happy just by going around and being extremely happy. It's very hard to be sad around someone who is very, very happy and enthusiastic, and really just their positive energy just vibrates and exudes out. So how enthusiasm will affect you is if you mix it with your work will seem like play. This is why when you're working with a mission, you're usually doing it with a state of enthusiasm because you're so excited to figure out the problems that you're tackling, and that normally allows you to overcome hard things a lot easier. So having that mission allows you to be enthusiastic, which will then make your work not seem hard and not seem monotonous. It can energize your entire body that you can get along with less than half the usual amount of sleep at the same time as you usually perform in a given period without fatigue. I'm not condoning not sleeping here. Sleep is great. I need to get my 8 hours just like a lot of other people do. But there have been times where I've been so enthusiastic about working on a project that I didn't even think about eating. I didn't even think about sleeping. Like, I would stay up 3, 4, or 5 hours past my bedtime. Yeah, I would check the clock, but it didn't really matter to me about going to bed because I knew that what I was doing was so motivating and so exciting that I couldn't help but continue working on it. And that's a feeling that I hope everyone would experience one day, which is why I'm sharing this information with you. So it can really energize your body. It's really developed by doing the work you like best. This is tied to the mission. If your mission is to do something, like help out 1,000 people from, I don't know, not being hungry anymore. If that was your mission, then hopefully that would be the work you like doing best, or part of your definite major purpose. Anything that's part of your definite major purpose is usually something that you like to do best. So if you're doing something that you like to do best, it's very hard not to be enthusiastic about it. So make sure to keep that into consideration when choosing what you want to do. And realizing if you're not enthusiastic about what you're doing, it's probably not what you're looking for. And enthusiasm is something you can develop. It's not something that you're born with. Although some people seem to believe that, which is it's completely false. So how will your enthusiasm affect others? What you say, what you do, and what you think completely changes people's perception of what you are, what you represent, and what you like to do. The way you say things normally gives you so much more information, or gives other people so much more information about your purpose, about what you want to do, about where you're going, about your hidden motives, than what you're actually saying. What you say doesn't normally mean what you mean. the way you say it is normally what conveys what you mean through voice tone, and voice tone is affected by your enthusiasm. I'm enthusiastic about this topic. That's why I'm talking at a slightly faster rate. I'm talking at a little higher pitch than I normally would. These are things that I'm enthusiastic about. So you really need to watch out on how you're saying things, because that can be portrayed to other people. When you're enthusiastic, you will be saying things you'll be saying things very excitedly. You'll always be looking for a positive outcome from the situation. And you need to make sure that your actions align with your words. Remember, Lincoln said this in Lincoln on Leadership. It's very important that your actions line up with your words, otherwise your words are false, basically. And that's not someone who's enthusiastic. And in order to be able to influence other people through this enthusiasm, and through the enthusiasm that you have, you need to be able to influence yourself first through suggestion, through your definite major purpose over and over again. You need to constantly be able to get someone to a state of neutralness where they're acceptable to your mood, and then from there you can take them into a higher state through the enthusiasm and motivate them. And any great leader needs to be able to make his workers enthusiastic. So it's very key to be able to make others enthusiastic. Another key thing here is that they talk about is you cannot be in a negative state or a positive state at the same time. You can't be at both in the same time. You can only be in one or the other. So if you're thinking one negative thought, it tends to trigger all the other negative thoughts. We have a very associative mind. If you have been watching the videos on Thinking Fast and Slow, you will realize that that's how powerful the mind is. It'll start pulling ideas that are also similar to what the negative idea is. But if you're thinking positive ideas, all these other positive ideas will come in your mind. What you focus on is what you get. I believe Tony Robbins said that. Now they give a couple of steps on how to build the enthusiasm. First is complete the remaining lessons of the course, aka watch the rest of these videos and subscribe, because other important instructions will be that will be coordinated with this one will be found in other lessons. 2 is, if you have not already done so, write out your definite plan through which you intend to transform your aim into reality. Your definite major purpose, which is lesson 2. You can check back to see that video. And then 3rd is read over the description of your definite chief aim each night just before going to bed. And as you read it, you need to see in full possession of the object of your aim. Do this with full faith that your ability to transform your definite chief aim into reality. So you need to be able to fully believe that what you're seeing is what you're going to get. What you're seeing and what you're doing are going to get you to where you want to go. You need to read this out loud with all the enthusiasm in your power, emphasizing every single word. You see how I did that last sentence? That is how you need to do it, not any other way. So repeat reading this until the small voice in your head that's telling you no says, yes, I can do this. Remember, Thinking Fast and Slow says that the mind is susceptible to suggestion over and over again. The system 1 cannot tell the difference between what is truth and what is not truth. All it can tell is through exposure. So you keep exposing the mind to the same goal until it becomes a reality in your mind. When it becomes a reality in mind, that's when it can become a reality in person. And now to wrap up the chapter here, let's talk about how you can produce enthusiasm again. You need to be working in the field which you love best. Having that mission behind it is very important, that definite major purpose. You need to be in an environment where other people are enthusiastic and optimistic, so really pay attention to your environment. Small tip here that I use is with the internet now, you can use a lot of people from social media, YouTube, Twitter, stuff like that, and have them almost be like your environment by watching their videos, listening to podcasts, listening to audiobooks. That could be your environment. You can create this virtual environment that you haven't had the opportunity to do before. Anything like financial success, mastery of a specific topic, having great health, knowing that you've helped someone else, and they give a little side note at the end here is that having great clothing, dressing nice for all the occasions. Napoleon Hill goes and talks about like getting specific suits and stuff. The key here I want you to take away is dressing nice. Always paying attention to your clothing, because it's an extension of your body language. And if your body language is affecting other people through enthusiasm, you need to be giving off enthusiastic clothing. So watch out what you're wearing. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Left the link in the description for this book right here. Highly suggest you read it. Please like this if you enjoyed the video. Share it with your friends on social media who need some enthusiasm in their life. I know so many people need this. Send it to your friends. And subscribe for more videos, guys. Hope you have a great day. Be enthusiastic.